Morning. I thought I'd do one of these. This morning I want to talk about addiction. And we've all got it. We're all addicts to something. As a lot of you may or may not know, I'm 5 years clean of illegal and 3 years, well, 5.5 nearly of illegal, 3.5 years of medication. What the score is with addiction, I believe, this is my personal belief, there's 4 stages to addiction. Stage 1 is experimenting, finding the drug of your choice, the alcohol of your choice, or the drug, or whatever. And it's that whole experimenting and finding out. And, you know, so then there's stage 2, the actual addiction. So you find, oh look, I want to do heroin. Heroin is my drug. Alcohol is my drug. Sex is my drug. Gambling is my drug. Loads of them. There's loads of them. So you go into that period of, and you just start getting into it, and that addiction. You find that you cannot live without it. Stage 3 can take you many, many, many years, and stage 4 can take absolute years. If you're using this addiction to numb your pain and numb your hurt, because that's probably why you've got an addictive personality, or you are addicted to something, because the drugs did work for me. They did. I couldn't get enough in me. That was the problem. That was the problem with me. And they did work. They numbed the pain. And they switched the nightmares off. With me, I used stimulant drugs to keep going. I liked it. The cocaine and back years ago, speed and ecstasy and MDMA and all that. And to throw it into another level was all the hallucinogenics. But I loved Charlie. But I needed to come down, I needed to switch this off. And that's where the stimulants came in. And I liked them as well. So when you're in that period of just, you know, you've got your addiction, right, I'm an addict, there comes the 3rd stage. And this stage, I think, is the most dangerous and the most scariest stage. It's not the hardest, but the dangerous one. I call it, I don't give a shit anymore. I've had to deal with a destructive, nasty bastard Kev in my life. And I mean that. I've had to, I want to totally and utterly destroy this Kev. And then I want to stamp on the ground again and again and again. This addiction, and I mean full-on addiction, full-on. You know, where I didn't give a monkey's about if I lived or not, if I woke up or came to or survived. This is the place where people start ODing, or they OD and die. And will tell you, if you're watching this and you're experimenting, if you want to go into drugs, you want to go into heavy drinking, get used to burying people. I've buried loads. I actually don't go to any funerals now anymore of people that have drugged and drinking themselves into a grave. No, I don't do it. Come, I won't. It saddens me. It really, really saddens me. And it just hurts so much. I mean, I've been to 3 funerals lately. You know, they've all been around cancer or just old age. And, you know, that really hurt me, and, you know, it really did. So you're going in this 3rd stage, and it's just a long tunnel of just bosh, 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 ah, I don't care. And you will come to a point where you'll go, I've had enough. And that's stage 4. I want to deal with my addiction. And this is hard. 12 steps. I think this should be a 12 steps minus. Step 1 minus. And that's getting through the door. And it's hard. It's hard if you've got personality problems, if you're actually freaking out about everything and you can't handle the outside world. What do you do? Well, I tried NA and Narcotics Anonymous, and I tried Alcoholics Anonymous, and it didn't work for me. So I went into one-to-one, and that worked. That worked for me. And you know, I had to do a lot of work on myself as well. And I had to do lots and lots of things. And I had to change my lifestyle. And I had to give up things. And when I started caring about Kev, that really, really worked for me. That was a big thing. When I sat myself down and went, right, does Kev deserve love, joy, peace, happiness, freedom, all of that? And I went, yeah, I do. I don't deserve chaos, madness, anarchy, rifeness, crime, drugs. I don't destruction. You are destroying. See, I never understood self-harming until I spoke to a friend of mine who did it and said, well, what's the difference between me cutting myself and you doing a bucket load of drugs? And the penny dropped. And I realised, yeah, I was self-harming. There are many paths to deal with addiction. I've got a little project kicked up, and there's a bit of it that deals with addiction. You can do it. You can do it. You know, I believe you can do it. And I want to talk to people who are helping people with addiction. Last night I went with someone. We got as far as Camel's Head. If you take them and demand they go, it ain't going to work. They have to do it for themselves. I did it for me. I didn't do it for my faith. I didn't do it for nothing else but me. I did it for me. I live the way I do because I want to live this way. I want to do it. There's a lot of people give up drugs and they give it up. You know, I got bored of it and I wanted more of a life, and that's why I did it. Peace, love, and out. And if you got addiction problems, talk to your local projects. There's loads of them out there still. They're a bit underfunded, a lot underfunded actually. But go and do it. You can do it. You can do it. Take care.